You are looking live at the Spotopotamus. Spots has joined us this morning on Lifestyle Live, and he's here for one particular reason, because Nathan Lowe, the Indy Dog Whisperer, has also joined us.
I have.
And we're talking about front door protocol.
We are indeed. This is one of the most important things you can teach your dog. A lot of times, well, I'll tell you what, why don't we take a look at a video of a client that I worked with just recently, and we'll look at how this looks, and then I'll explain it afterward.
Good.
Okay, so here she comes. So watch how I handle this, okay? Because she's not going to come, right? Okay. Hey. Okay. Back up. Back up. Back up. Go on. Okay, can you just come in right to here? So I have.
I'll call you back.
So, okay.
He's my problem child.
There he goes. Okay, now that's fine because it's calm. There he goes. So there you go. Yeah, and then you can pet because he's calm.
All right, so what you'll notice in the video, the first point is clear space in front of the door. So you'll notice how I cleared the dogs out from kind of the foyer area.
Yeah.
Dogs want to get up there to start claiming the guest. It's my job to claim the guest so that you can de-accelerate. So you'll notice I herded the dog away from the door. I just got behind them and herded them to a different area of the house where they could still observe but not be right up on the guest. And then I do what I call setting a body language boundary. You see how I stood like this? So that's to let them know this is mine, what's behind me, and I don't want you crossing this line while I'm standing here. And they did. They backed off. Now, did you see how I kind of made a motion this way? One of their dogs kept coming, so I was giving him a little tap to let him know, hey, I'm going to give you a little nip because you keep coming, and I need you to stay back. So what I'm doing is claiming the guest, just like dogs claim a bone or a toy or anything. I'm saying, this belongs to me, and you need to stay back from it.
Now, I guess the question for me is, if you repeatedly do that and clear that space and use the body language, does the dog eventually learn that when somebody comes to the front door, you're going to claim them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So if you do it right the first couple times, when I approach a door after I've been working with dogs, they'll just clear out. They just clear out and wait back here. So, and then, but this is also really important, George, is that you make sure you tell your guest to leave the dog alone. Did you notice how she just stood there and didn't interact?
Right.
If you're trying to set a body language boundary and say this guest is mine, your guest saying, hi guys, oh my goodness, okay, I'll see you in a minute. They'll go right around you.
Right.
And this was 5 dogs.
So
you only saw 2 of them there, but there were 3 more on the other side. Your guest has to comply with the rules so that you can set this up properly. Because if they start using a high tone of voice, dog hears excitement right around your legs, right to them.
Yeah.
So the dog should perceive that you're in control of the situation, not them. And then allow interaction when the dog is calm. So you'll notice how after that happened, the dogs calmed down. Then they wandered out, little sniff, not this.
Yeah.
Little sniff, little sniff. Now, what I do to follow up on that is if the dog starts to re-excite, I'll actually step in between and run the dog off again. And then reset and let them come back. I'm refereeing the interaction, let them know this belongs to me and how you come into the space matters.
Now, how much of your own, like when I come home from work, this guy gets very excited about everything. How should I be interacting with him at that juncture so that when the UPS guy comes, we don't turn inside out?
Well, and that's a very good question. So regreeting rituals are very important for the pack itself, and you're part of the pack. Actually, what you should do is come in and stand still and not talk to him and nudge him off if he jumps and say, You have to remind him of rank first, then once he calms and you get in a place to settle, now we can interact. But what he's doing by jumping and bumping against you is reminding you of his rank, that he claims you. And then when you say, oh, hey, buddy, you're actually telling him, yep, you sure do.
Yeah.
And that creates the confusion.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Are you paying attention, Spots?
He's not, but hopefully you are. He's like, this is so boring.
And that's the thing you and I have talked about is you not only train dogs, you train the owners.
Actually, I train people, and then dogs just listen. That's kind of how it works.
You see how the pack works, everybody.